WIP Mania, day 2. Very exciting. I am bringing back a project today that I haven't spoken about or talked about or shown on this podcast since the very, very first episode that I ever recorded. Episode 1, which was almost an entire year ago. This piece, I told the story about this piece already in episode 1. And when I do a close-up of the work and talk about what I'm going to do with it, I'll show again why it is that I'm ripping out the pink part of this design and restitching it. So it is Wednesday, which is my heaviest teaching day, so I don't have a lot of time today to put into my stitching, but I figured this project has been waiting long enough. It's time that I get over myself, that I get over how I feel about this project and just rip it out and take off the Band-Aid and just take care of it. So I have my Tim Hortons today. I'm ready to go. So without further ado, I will flip the video over and share with you what's on deck for today. So the first thing I wanted to share with you was my progress from yesterday. This was the day 1 WIP, hands-on design, plant seeds of joy. And as you can see, I got the top part of the border done. I started the green, and as you can see, I still have my thread attached. I was really tired last night. I thought I could finish the one length of thread I had in, but I was just too tired. So packed it up, went to bed. That was day 1 in the books. Done. So today's project, we have our ink circles mandala, one of the very first project bags that I ever made. So I'm a little bit sentimental about this one. I love the accent color on it. It's pretty. Anyways, so this is the mandala as of now, what I have stitched. And here is a picture of what it looks like completed. And there were 4 different colorways suggested, or you were encouraged to make up your own, which is kind of what I did. So it's ink circles. It was an exclusive pattern that was done for Thread and I, and they had the rights to it, I believe, for, I don't even remember, I think it was 6 months before it was sold generally as a pattern. So anyways, I stitched all of the black outline first, and then I started filling in my colors. And as I started filling in my colors, I happened to be at a retreat at the time, the twice yearly Thread and I retreat, and I was sitting there and I was stitching and I put it down, and all of a sudden I looked at it and I thought, looks surprisingly like parts of the female and male anatomy to me, with that pink in there. So needless to say, I couldn't look at it any longer because that's all I could see when I looked at it. So I decided that the colors would have to be changed. And I was so angry at all the stitching I had done, and the very fact that now how I looked at the piece was altered forever, that I just threw it in a drawer and just couldn't handle it. I couldn't deal with it. I was just so irritated with it. So anyways, yeah, it's time to deal with it. It's time to pull it out, because I would actually like to enjoy this piece. I know that I will always think of this piece in a certain way, but now I'm choosing to feel that that is part of its charm, and it will no longer be pink. So that is my job for today. I'm going to remove all of the pink here. I had started filling in a little bit of the gold color that I'm going to be adding in, and then there's a little bit more up here to remove. So that will be removed. If I get that done today, I will be pleased for day 2 WIP Mania. Now, you all know that I'm also a knitter, and I'm involved with the Fiber Friends podcast. And if I don't do a little bit more knitting, I won't have anything to share on Friday's update video. I have a little bit done, but not nearly enough that I like to share a little bit of knitting. So I'm adding in a knitting WIP on a daily basis. Just, you know, a few rows of this and that, the projects that I'm working on. So this is my Meet Me in the Middle shawl. And I did a few rows this morning in bed with my first cup of coffee, and then I will hope to do a few more rows tonight right before I go to bed. So those are my WIPs of the day. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Happy Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy stitching.